Harvard. Let's switch gears here. Harvard is rescinding its invitation for Chelsea Manning to become a visiting fellow. Manning was arrested in 2010, you know, for leaking classified documents to WikiLeaks. Former CIA director Michael Morrell resigned from his post as a senior fellow at Harvard in protest of Manning's invitation. In a letter, Morrell said this: "Unfortunately, I cannot be part of an organization, the Kennedy School, that honors a convicted felon and leaker of classified information." Just hours later, CIA Director Mike Pompeo also withdrew from the post at Harvard, citing Manning as well. He wrote this: "My conscience and duty to the men and women of the Central Intelligence Agency will not permit me to betray their trust by appearing to support Harvard's decision." I want to get to you in a second, Bree, but let me bring Jason in here. You're a Harvard fellow.
Yeah, I just started last week as a resident fellow, and you know what? I give Harvard a lot of credit for inviting me, because they wanted to have the full political spectrum represented there. And I thought, hey, as a conservative, it's an opportunity to get in front of what is traditionally a very liberal, audience and folks. And I do think that Harvard really listened on this. There was a call. I was on a call late last night with Dean Elmendorf, talking about how problematic that is. And overnight, they made, I think, the right decision and rescinded this. Shouldn't have ever happened in the first place, but I think they really heard concerns from Pompeo and others, and they rescinded. They pulled it back.
So you're happy with the decision?
Yeah, they made the right call.
Bree?
Yeah. So I think the fact that Harvard didn't think that this would be a problem to give a convicted traitor a fellowship, I think it shows how insulated academia has become. And I also think that it speaks to how flawed the topic of intersectionality is, right? This kind of ideology that's plagued college campuses, that, if you have more victim points, then your opinions matter more than other people, right? The fact that Chelsea Manning is somehow this hero or this person that you're going to give a fellowship to, I think it's clear that they're overlooking all of the things that she did, all of the lives that she endangered because of her decision to do this, because she's trans, right? And I mean, in this way of thinking, intersectionality promotes this kind of behavior where it doesn't matter what you do. We're not going to judge people on what you do, on not the content of your character, but on how many victimhood points that you have. And for whatever reason, she, being a trans woman, gave her more points. And so she was able to be a traitor, and they still gave it to her.
They initially did it just to be politically correct.
Right. Well, or that they were able to overlook all of this because she's trans, right? Because intersectionality is so ingrained in the psyche of academia that this is okay.
That goes to my point that you have universities that are more interested in educating people about gender categories and the proper pronoun to use than actually teaching young women and young men math and science and things that better the world. Period.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's give the rat a home at Harvard University when this person betrayed our country. I mean, I don't get it. It seems like it's all about what race you are. It's all about who you decide to sleep with. It's all about if you're an immigrant. It's nothing about doing the right thing. It's nothing about you being an actual American citizen. Everything that is wrong about this country, they promote on these universities. It's about time they get called out for it.
All right, we will leave it there. Bree Payton, Lawrence Jones, thanks very much for your insights this morning on these important topics. We appreciate it. We'll take